Good evening, YouTube. Fat Cat Cologne Collector back at you with another smell and tell. Tonight we're going to be talking about a cologne by the house of Banana Republic. Now, this house does not get a lot of recognition online. I barely see it in any stores, and they don't make a lot of men's colognes. Mainly they make female colognes, but mainly clothing. But they do make more female cologne or perfumes than they do male colognes. And what I found is that this cologne is amazing. And this cologne made me buy the other cologne that they make, one of the other ones, called Cordovan, which you could check out my other video review on that. Now, there's not a lot of talk in the fragrance community on YouTube or online, or I mean on any other website, that really talks about this cologne too much. I just don't think it was marketed very well, and you know how that goes. They come out with these colognes, and they either are marketed well and they do good, or they're gone, you know, and then you find them at TJ Maxx, which is where I found this one. So instantly, I liked the way the presentation looked. I liked the way the bottle, not the bottle because you couldn't see it. I liked the way the box looks. And the box is really basic. Let me just show you. I don't really get too involved in the whole presentation of the box, but there it is. It's like a dark walnut, kind of a woody looking box. They do make this one in a real wood box, which is, if you're a person who really likes to display the box, I recommend getting that one. But pretty basic. But as basic as it is, I really was intrigued by the name and the box, Black Walnut. It sounds to me like a masculine, dark, nutty kind of fragrance, earthy, which is what I tend to like, you know. So let me show you the bottle. If this is your 3 ounce, 3.3, something like that. It's a clear juice, has a slight tint to it. The bottle's pretty heavy, it's pretty thick glass, but we don't buy colognes for the bottle. However, it is nice to have ones that look nice. The cap is heavy. The top is metallic and glossy. And right there it says Black Walnut. Now, the combination of the box and the names that really made me buy this cologne. I think Banana Republic has a really great looking logo. Now, I've never worn any of their clothes. I've never been like a Banana Republic fan. I'm not really a name brand fan, period. I mean, I've never really like bought a shirt or pants based on a name. I have to just like the way it looks. It really is irrelevant what the name, if it is. I don't wear things or buy things based on the name. I could care less. However, I did like the logo. I did like the way the name looked, and I definitely liked the way the name sounded, Black Walnut. So I went ahead and blind bought this, and I got out in the car, sprayed it on the ground, and I was like, okay, all right. Which is just another reminder that you really have to give colognes and parfums a chance. You have to spray them. You got to put them on your body. You know, put them on before a run, after a run, before bed, clean, dirty. Get an idea what it's going to smell like, and get an idea of, you know, how it's going to smell when it settles down and how it projects. They're all different. So, now, for me, okay, when it comes to projection, let me touch on that. I'm not the best person to touch on projection because I feel like I'm very desensitized when it comes to how colognes project. You know, I have some pretty strong colognes, like, for instance, Lalique Encre Noir, which I'll do a video on soon, one of my favorites. That is pretty strong, but I'm generally like a 10-pump guy when it comes to colognes, unless it's something extremely powerful. And I have a lot of colognes in my collection, over 60, and I haven't really found many that really only require 3 to 5 sprays. So this one here, I doused myself with. So will it last me, you know, a couple years? Probably not, but I have a lot in my collection, so, you know. But for $19.99 for 3 ounces, it's a great deal. So, the notes in this. I'll tell you what the notes are, then I'll tell you what I personally smell, which again is very subjective. So let me just kind of clear the nose a little there. I always feel like I'm a little plugged up, but let me do my best at describing this, okay? This one here has 3 notes. That's it. It's very basic. And if you look at other colognes, there's not many colognes out there that really are that basic with 3 notes, top, middle, and bottom note. And this one here has cognac, it has leather, I believe, and it has cedarwood. Those are the 3. Now, let me just double check that because I thought I had that all planned out here before I started the video, but I'm starting to question the leather. With these colognes, just like Cordovan, I don't get a huge leather note. There are colognes I have where you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty strong in the leather. This is not one I get a really strong note on leather, but let me just double check that so I don't give anybody a bum steer here. Black Walnut. Now I'm going to Fragrantica right now, so just bear with me. And I know this is stuff I should have prepared beforehand, but don't worry, you ain't doing nothing. Okay, I'm actually wrong. Okay, so this does not have leather in it. It's probably the fact that, you know, these colognes are very masculine, so you assume there's leather in it, and maybe I'm wearing a leather jacket, who knows. But, alright, so strike that. So this one here, Cordovan has the leather note in it. This one, which is still, you don't really smell a lot of it, but this one here is your cognac in the top note, your tobacco in the middle note, and then you have your cedar wood in the bottom note. Very basic. To me, you definitely get a slight sense of tobacco in this, although I'd be lying if I told you it was strong. But the combination of the three scents, cognac all the way. So again, we're probably smelling the top layer. I've worn this, and I don't really care what's really in it. It's just really about how it smells. So those are the three notes that are in it, and I definitely get the cognac. There is a boozy note to this, a boozy scent. It's a dark scent. It's a rich, and they call it black walnut, and I'm not really sure why they picked walnut, because it's not really, there's no nut in it. But I do understand maybe the combination of the ingredients. You do have kind of a nutty quality to it, which is really weird. But, you know, all these different scents, they combine, and they, I guess, kind of replicate other scents. So that's my 2 cents on black walnut. Again, these are normal, everyday Joe videos. I'm not a professional connoisseur of colognes. However, I hope to grow with this whole process, and maybe one day I can really pick out the notes. But you know what? What's most important is, do you like wearing it? Do you like the way it smells? And this, my coworkers have smelled this on me. They like the way it smells, and I absolutely love the way it smells. This has become one of my new favorites. So if you like boozy, any kind of boozy fragrance that has that kind of like alcohol note in it, not the alcohol, you know, based on all colognes, but that booziness, as in spirits and wine and beer, this is definitely one for your collection. If you like masculine, manly colognes, definitely pick this up for your collection. So there you go, folks. That's my 2 cents on Banana Republic's Black Walnut. I definitely think any cologne collector should have this in their collection. I think you'll definitely like it, unless you are a person who likes ones or colognes that are extremely popular, ones that are, you know, your generic colognes, you know, designer house, niche, whatever. They're the colognes you go into the department store and you know, they're marketed well, they're popular, they're safe. Just comparison, I mean, this is not like really high-end cologne, but Tommy Bahama, very cool. This one here is very safe. There's a sweetness to it, there's a cleanness to it, the freshness, fresh out of the shower. This is a different guy altogether, okay? This is a man's cologne. So you're going to find that my favorites will be colognes like this. So thank you so much for watching my channel. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Remember to check out the website that will be posted at the bottom in the description. I don't have the website yet, but I will have the website. So keep checking back for that, where you can find this stuff for fantastic deals from reputable sellers. So once again, folks, thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a wonderful night.